Welcome to Marketing with Russ and my guest, Jaris Tucker. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Haugen's Galleries, Faded of Salem, Oregon, and Christian Salmon State Farm. For more information on Haugen's Gallery and their amazing personal branding photography, go to haugensgallery.com. And for more information on Faded Inc., a barbershop in West Salem, Oregon, go to fadedoregon.com. And finally, for more information on Christian Salmons and State Farm and all of his insurance services, go to christiansalmons.com. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Marketing with Russ. Here we are. Yes, we're really here. Woohoo! Good morning. And listen, I want to tell you how excited I am this morning for my guest, Jaris Tucker. Great guy, great friend, been on the show before, knows all about marketing, can consult with you, can do so many things. Is a great speaker here today to tell you more about him. But first, got to tell you a few things that I want to start with. Today, there's some challenges on LinkedIn. LinkedIn and StreamYard are not happy with each other today. So if you can do me a favor, spread the word far and wide. We're on YouTube and Facebook. You can go to either one. The links will appear in the comments. They're already in the show notes, by the way. So you can go straight to the show notes for them. But my amazing teammate Ever will put them in the comments as well. And so you'll see those. And then you can click on one of the if you're trying to view on LinkedIn. I put a message in there already, but if you can spread the word, that would be so great for this morning. Anyway, this is Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. It's a blessed day. It's a wonderful Thursday. I'm so excited. I'm remote, as you can tell, in one of my favorite coffee shops in Albany, Oregon, Margin Coffee. It's amazing, amazing place. Great owner, Gabe, good friend, and so thankful for them. So listen, want to tell you a couple things. First of all, what is Marketing with Russ all about? Well, let's talk about that this morning. Marketing with Russ is all about how amazing people connect. So we're going to be talking connection community building because I believe I have a strong passion for the fact that connection and community building is the foundation for any good marketing plan, any good business, really any good life, honestly. So we're going to talk about that today and how Jaris uses his connection and community building to reach out to the people and all the stuff that he does. Also, want to tell you, because we're talking about connection, guess what? I love to connect. Yes, I do. Not only here Monday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Marketing with Russ, I like to connect with you personally one-on-one. So go to russhedge.com today. All my connection links, one-stop shop. You don't need Linktree or anything like that. Just go to russhedge.com. If you know my name, you know how to get there. Go to russhedge.com today. And You can connect on any social media, email, phone number. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar to chat. I would love that today. Also, would really appreciate it if you would subscribe on YouTube. We're building and growing. It's getting bigger all the time, our YouTube page. So please do that by simply going to marketingwithruss.live. Marketingwithruss.live. That's right. And so I would love it today if you're able to do that. Go to marketingwithruss.live today and just subscribe. You can open a separate tab right now and do it. Also, if you can share this out today. Now, especially because it's not broadcasting on LinkedIn. Share it out today. Let people know if something turns and we're able to get it on LinkedIn, that'll be great. But right now it's not. So go to share it out and tell your friends. Watch on Facebook or on YouTube. We're on there live right now. So do that and tag your friends. Let them know that we're here today and would love for you to do that. Yes, I would. So anyway, that is the main information, except for remembering that Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, we're always here. Now, usually behind me is my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. Would love for you to go to russhedge.com or Amazon and pick up your copy today of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. If you want a good perspective, mindset, and an outlook on life, that's the book for you. But also I want to tell you that there's other options as well. And you can also go to my page and look at Beyond Boundaries, a #1 international bestseller, #1 on Amazon, with amazing people I collaborated with. And they put this wonderful book together. CJ and Dr. Constance Leland and Susanna, they did such a great job. Also, Perspectives on Cancer. And I'll be speaking this fall at a conference, live conference for Perspectives on Cancer back in New York. But today I want to remind you that you can get the book and there's amazing stuff in there. That is Perspectives on Cancer. So you want to do that. So with that, the last thing we have to do today is our marketing tip of the day. And I've got a good one for you today. It's short, simple, and easy, but it will help your visibility immensely. Are you ready? And it has to do with what we're doing today. Okay, here we go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Guest on live streams. That's right. Be a guest on live streams. Well, that sounds super simple. It is. Guess what? They're doing all the work. There are people in live streams and podcasts all over the place that are looking for guests. You just need to put yourself out there and offer your services to be a guest on their podcast or live stream. You will be booked up solid if you really put effort into it. And what that does is takes very little effort on your part, just your time, but it gives you a great platform to share who are you. Video is key. Did I say that right? Video is key. That's right. You need to get yourself out there, your personality. As you can tell, I'm outgoing and I love life. I'm passionate and positive. That's me because you're watching me on a live stream. So today, be a guest on a live stream, and that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, we did it. So now it's time to get Jaris in the room. We get this party started. He's ready to roll. Here he is, Mr. Jaris Tucker. Oh, look at that. You're little. There we go. There we are. Hey, Jaris. Oh, good to see you this morning, my friend.
Yeah, good to see you as well.
Well, I appreciate you and your outlook on life so much. I'm so excited to have you on this morning. Give everybody a little snapshot for those that haven't seen you on before. Who is Jaris Tucker and what are you up to?
Thank you. My name is Jaris Tucker. I'm the founder of Real One-on-One Consultant. I'm also the author of Nature Flow, and I'm out here just living my best life, trying to be the better version of myself.
Well, that's great. I mean, living your best life is the only way to do it. In fact, one of my taglines, Jaris, I'm going to a meeting right after this. And I tell everybody that I am your inspiration specialist, here to inspire and encourage you to live, and everybody chants with me, your best life now. I figure, why wait to live your best life, right, Jaris?
Yeah, I mean, life is for the living. It's meant to be lived in the present moment, right?
That's it. That's it. You got it. I mean, let's take action. Let's do it. That's right. Well, listen, tell me a little bit more about you and your business. So, you do consulting, you do things. Let's talk a little practicality on how you connect with people and you help them.
Well, real quickly, the name of my company is Real One-on-One Consultant. I specialize in business marketing and advertising, but something that helps me is what we're talking about now, networking. I, over the years, have practiced and understood the importance and the benefits of networking the true way. And for me, the true way is having pure intentions, not trying to sell anything, just actually being in the community, being myself, building relationships. And from there, over time, you never know what's going to come out of that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's it. I mean, building relationships is key. And, it is important for people to understand. Without people, you don't have a business, right? So if we're talking business practicalities, like Zig Ziglar always said, you build the people and then the people build your business, because without the people, there is no business. And I think that's critical. People don't realize you don't just throw stuff out there and just expect things to happen. You really got to have some connection and got to build that community. And that is so, so important. What have you found in your business that has helped you most to connect and build community with others?
I found that being my true, authentic self. I know a lot of times we hear that, but when you over time build a reputation of what you are, then people, when they see you, they know, hey, that is Jaris Tucker. He does this. He does marketing. He is a positive person, or whatever the case may be. When you do that every day over time, you allow people to see, hey, this is what this person is about. This is what this business stands for. Then you allow those people who resonate with that to kind of come to you. Then you build your community, you build your tribe, you build your relationships, so forth and so on.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. You're so right. One thing that I have found, Jairus, is that um, there's a fine mix today after COVID of doing online stuff like this, which is great, but also making sure you're getting out there in person, right? That person to person, one on one factor is very important, isn't it?
Yes, and that's why I named my company Real One-on-One Consultant, because it is basically just one-on-one. I like dealing with a group of people, but there's nothing more special to me than building that bond with the person where they can know you, they can vouch for you, and you can vouch for them. Then over time, it just turns into something amazing.
Yeah. No, that is so true. And I think that, like you said, that bond, you really click, like you and I when we first met. We clicked right off the bat. You just click with people, and those are the people you're really meant to work with. There's some people
Yeah,
that just don't go together. Not everybody's for everybody. It's all right, not a big deal, right? But you
right.
need to find your tribe and who. So give some ideas. People talk ideal customer and all of that. How do you find your tribe? How do you find your ideal customer?
Well, like I say, when you do you stick with what you know. The good thing about me is I do marketing based on what I know. If I don't know, I'm going to send you to somebody else inside of my network that does know. So you have to understand and respect what you have to offer. You have to understand what the other person is looking for. But what I've learned is through me, when I first started, a lot of people dealt with me because they knew I was a new entrepreneur. Now people deal with me because they really see and they have bought in to the belief and the ideals that I was selling based upon my principles and morals, not just in business, but in life in general.
Yeah. Well, that's it too. It's your business and your morals and what you stand for, right? I mean, people want to work. We talk about that know, like, and trust factor. People want to work with people that they know, like, and trust. People want to work with people that they gel with, right? And that is so important. You can't express enough how important that is. So when you're dealing with people one on one, where does it start? I mean, they come in, they say, Jairus, I need help. Where do I start?
To me, I just listen to you. We start wherever you want to start. The main thing is admitting that you need help. Okay, then for me, it just becomes a listening game. I ask questions. I just pay attention. So when somebody says they need help, you have to allow them the space and the opportunity to communicate with you so you can understand what kind of help they need. Whether they're just looking, a lot of times people just looking, they know what to do. They're just looking for reassurance. Sometimes times people are just looking for a listening ear. Sometimes they may need help with social media marketing, but from the initial conversation of just sitting down, not as if we're trying to conduct a business meeting, but hey, let me sit down, let me get to know the person that I'm dealing with. And for me, a lot of times, just by listening, I can just kind of get a feel, okay, this is what you're looking for, come up with a synopsis or a theory, and allow them to elaborate on it. And from that problem, it always a problem comes up when you listen, and then that's when I try to come up with a solution.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's what it's all about. I mean, people are looking for solutions, they're looking for answers, right? And basically, somebody's coming to you, they have a problem they want you to solve. And so a lot of people are afraid of people, right, Jairus? I mean, they're afraid to get out there. How do you help them overcome that?
Well, the first thing is when you one on one, that allows them to pick up on my energy. I can pick up on their energy. Through networking, a lot of times my team, I'm thankful and blessed that I can pair people together real quickly. I can just sense, okay, you'll be good with this person on my team, whether it's my tech person or whoever I'm dealing with. I'll just send them to them, just as, hey, talk to this person. They're going to ask you some more questions. And then from there on, they get to say, oh, okay, this is a team thing. Yeah, this is a real community. Yes, this is not just about me. No. But that also comes from you having to understand what the person is asking for. A lot of times people don't know how to communicate. Like you say, they just come say, I need help. What is it that you need help with? And from there, I just take my time and I can just kind of, I don't know, I just got this thing where I can just kind of categorize situations, experiment on different things. I might experiment with something. If that works, cool. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's it too. I think people don't realize it's okay to be a little experimental on things. I mean, I was just talking to my beautiful wife about doctors and how the doctor I was talking to the other day about an issue I have, I was kind of like his experimental field. They're practicing medicine, still practicing and still trying things because everybody's different. Every body's different. Every personality is different. So people need to realize I don't need to be Jaris Tucker to be great. Jaris Tucker may be amazing, but I don't have to be him. But I can learn things and grow and become the best Russ that I can become. Right, Jaris?
Yeah, because I like to call it a recipe of success. So what I have come to do is I have things that work for me, right? But I'm always adding or taking away from this recipe, and that's what nature flow does. It gives you a format on success that I did. Now, like you said, everything's different. Everything is constantly changing. So for me, my recipe, my format allows that. It allows you to add, subtract, multiply, divide, do whatever it is that you feel you have to do to become successful. And I think that's very important.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't agree with that more. Well, hey, let's take a step back for a minute. Tell me a little bit more about who is Jared. This is what I always, as you know, when we first talked, I always want to know the person. I want to know the people I'm working with. So people out there are thinking, yeah, I need to figure out more about this Jairus guy. Who are you? Are you a family man? Are you a sports nut? Tell us about your what things you love and are passionate about.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I mean, I consider myself to be the average guy. I have two children. I am a family man. I am a businessman. I'm very spiritual. And I think for me, that is my foundation of putting God first, putting the Most High, our Creator first in everything that I do. And I think that a lot of people when they talk to me, they can see that light inside of me. So yeah, I enjoy sports. I enjoy hanging out. I like to party. I like to have fun. I make music. I enjoy public speaking. I love business, but I'm very passionate on people. I got to the point where I just study everything. I study myself. I study other people, And like we mentioned earlier, I'm always experimenting with what's working and what's not working. And I'm very intrigued on what triggers people. What made you think the way you think? Why do you act the way you act? And I've learned that from me trying to be somebody who wants to be positive, who wants to turn their life around, I'm learning that when I interact with people, and they interact with me, sometimes it rubs off on them. You know, I might see somebody that I dealt with 2 years ago. To this day, you know, they may be on a totally different course. Not saying that I did anything, but that's just something that I've become very interested in, is studying people.
Yeah, well, I love that. I love that. And back to what you said just a moment ago, you put God first in everything. And you know that I'm that same way. I mean, without God, there is no life. So we need to focus on that number one. And that the power and the strength that I get from that every day is what propels me into all that I do. So I just love that about you, Jairus. You know, we have to have our priorities straight in life. Tell everybody what your view on that is. If you don't have yourself aligned, as people love that word nowadays, if you don't have yourself aligned, if you're not in your lane, if you're not doing what God created you to do, there's going to be struggles. So you got to have those priorities straight, right?
Yeah, because I think for me, that's when everything started clicking, when I just aligned with my purpose. You know, I got a background in being a production supervisor. I love that, you know, paid a lot of money, but that wasn't my passion. My passion was communicating, my passion was listening and understanding. So once I really got comfortable with knowing that that's what it was, it took me a long time, but I was cool with it because everything
Well,
started to
there we
fall in
froze.
place. We good?
Are you there, Jairus?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still here, Kim. Everything's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We had a technological
Little
blip,
technical
but you're back.
difficulties. Yeah, technical difficulties, it
Throughout your
happens, but it's like you said, you have to know how to roll with the punches. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter what's thrown my way. When you learn yourself, you learn how to balance your emotions, your way of thinking, then just as you mentioned, everything will align when you stay in your lane. But when you're trying to stay in other people's lane and other people's business and trying to be other people other than yourself, you run into all kinds of unnecessary problems. You waste a lot of time. So for me, just aligning with my purpose, I've learned to just accept and allow things as they come. But I'm also smart enough to know that some things that come my way is because of the work that I put in.
right. Yep. No, for sure. Well, listen, Jairus, I love this, and I want to tell everybody here. A lot of people today have been kind of left out because they went on LinkedIn, they didn't see it, and they're wondering what's going on. This will be reposted. My amazing teammate ever is going to repost this video on LinkedIn so that it will be there. At least part of it. I don't know if we can repost the whole thing, but we'll repost at least part of it. And then we'll point everybody to YouTube and Facebook where the whole thing will sit and everybody can go there as well. But to end this up today, Jairus, I want you to give everybody your gold nugget of the day, what you really want them to remember from our discussion today, and then how do they get in touch with you?
What I would like for everybody to remember and understand is, if you're not already, spend some time with yourself. Clear out your emotions, clear out your brain. You know, a lot of times we work so hard that it just don't take but a second just to go outside, sit in your car before you at home with whatever. Just get by yourself and get your mind together. One of the best ways to get in contact with me, I tell everybody, is you can follow that hashtag Thinkers at Work anywhere on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google. Just put in the hashtag Thinkers at Work. Then that way, whatever social media platform you're accustomed to or you enjoy the most, that'll be the best way to get in contact with me. You can also add me on LinkedIn, Facebook, social media, and my website is thinkersatwork.com.
Well, and we've got a lot of that information right below you and in the show notes and in the comments. And Jairus, if you want to add anything to that, please do. But I want to tell everybody what a blessing it is for me today to have Jaris here. You're such a reinforcement of so much that I believe in, Jaris, and I just appreciate you. What a blessing for me for you to be here, and thank you so much. I'm going to say goodbye, send you to the green room, but hang tight for a second because I want to talk to you before we go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. All right. See you in a minute. Well, listen, everybody, even through the technical difficulties today, all of it still comes through. Jaris's connection information is there. He is an amazing resource. Just listen to what Nadia has been saying this whole time about Jaris. Amazing. I know a bunch of people missed out on this today because of the technical glitch with LinkedIn, but guess what? It's going to still be up there with all the information. People still can go to YouTube and Facebook as well and watch. Always connect on YouTube because it is always, always there. And I want to remind everybody that when you connect on YouTube by simply going to marketingwithruss.live, you subscribe today, please do that. And then you'll have access to all the amazing guests like Jaris, and you'll have full access to this interview. So listen, today is an amazing day for you if you make it that way. I just want to remind you of that. Remember what my marketing tip of the day was. That'll get cut out and put out separately as well. Guest on podcast. Get yourself out there. Get some visibility. Other people do the work, and you just have to show up with your time and your message. And you need to have that message straight anyway. You need to have your elevator pitch or whatever you want to call it, so you can actually talk to people and get your message across in just a comfortable, relaxed way. And guesting on live streams is a great way to practice, I'm telling you. So anyway, with that, I just want to thank you all for being here today. It's been an amazing, amazing show. And even with technical difficulties, we just roll with it. So listen, until next time, which is Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Because remember, we're on Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time every week. Have a blessed and amazing weekend coming up here, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.